And what is going on, you guys? What is going on? This is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 6, Episode 31, live review, whatever. We're here, you guys, and we're not excited about being here, but we're here. This was a whack-ass finale. I don't see this live being no more than 20 minutes because it's really nothing to talk about. And if it is more than 20 minutes, that means I've been rambling and rambling and rambling and rambling if it is more than 20 minutes, okay? But anyways, before we even get into the review, you guys do know that we have to do the church announcements beforehand. So let's go ahead and get into that. Now, the first things first. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and I'm not really sure if I'm doing the Real Housewives of Potomac live review tomorrow because my cousin might be doing something. One of my friends might be doing something. So I'm not really certain if I'm going to be able to do the live review tomorrow night. But perhaps I do. The link will be available. So make sure you guys are prepared for that. The Whether You Like It or Not panel returns on Monday, and we will be over on Really B TV's platform. And by the way, shout out to Miss Really B. She just hit 15K tonight. So shout out to my girl, okay? Big sis, okay? She just hit 15K. If you have not subscribed to Really B TV, please be sure to do that, honey. Okay, be sure to subscribe to Miss Really B. On Wednesday, we'll be back for the Chasing panel. As Chasing Atlanta returns for an 11th episode. Be sure to tune in for Scotty, Jamar, Terrence, Tramil, and Carl and Jeremy Speaks TV. As we talk about Chasing Atlanta. And then on Friday, tune in for the season finale of season 4 of Boys Night Out. Be sure to tune in, you guys, and it's going to be a great show. I'm going to make sure the guys are clocked in and ready to go on Friday night because we got to go out with a bang, honey. Okay. All right. So that's pretty much all that we got for the church announcements. So we're going to go ahead and get into the mess, y'all. And it ain't that much to get into at all. Hold on, you guys. Let me get my notes off this phone, y'all, because y'all know I keep my notes on this phone. So we got to get it up off of here. Let me see. This is Young Fresh and New. Okay, so we're gonna start this thing off with Stormy and Courtney. We're gonna start it off with them. And after all this time that we've been looking at Stormy on this show, on this second half of this season, and she's been sitting up here involving herself in other families' affairs, she is now trying to involve herself in her own family affairs. She says that she wants to do a family fish fry. She wants to go back to the SIP and do a family fish fry where she could bring her family back together and have her mom and her aunts and the rest of their siblings all come together and try to, fellowship and be a family. I don't know about y'all, but fish fries are definitely popular around here in Mississippi. Everybody love a damn fish fry. I know I love me a damn fish fry. I be waiting on fish fries. Like when we want to all come together as a family, we all gonna come together. We gonna buy what we need to buy. I'm a part of the liquor committee. So I'm gonna get that liquor together and we're gonna get in. I don't never buy the food because I ain't cooking shit. What I'm gonna do is bring the liquor. I'm a part of the liquor committee, like I said. So I'm gonna bring the liquor and then we're gonna be on to some. Period. Okay. So she wants to do that. Courtney says that he's not going to the family fish fry, even though that's what Stormy wants, but he's not going due to the drama. Because it looks like it may be a little bit of drama in the situation. He's not going to be really. He's not going to be down with that. He's not really going to be for them coming together just to argue and fight. I understand. So we get into the back to school drive that Miss Anel Fletcher is throwing. And Mel says that the Fletchers did a pretty good job with the Houston trip. Did they? Was that even a trip? When I'm looking at reality shows and I'm seeing a trip go down, the trip be, lasting for at least 3-4 episodes. This trip lasted two episodes. They didn't do shit on this trip to Houston. It wasn't eventful. It was nothing but the same old, same old. Mel and Martel arguing about the timeline of who cheated and who didn't. It's just so irritating and don't nobody give a. No one cares. So it's just like, why are we even still going on and back and forth like Aaliyah about this bullshit? Because we really don't care. You know what I mean? So how did they do a good job with this Houston trip? I have no idea. But Mel said it was better than the past trips. like the Vegas trip, and then the trip to Gatlinburg. It was full of drama on those other trips. But girl, it was full of drama this time, and it wasn't eventful. Like they didn't even do nothing. All y'all really only thing that I remember y'all doing is arguing in the house and riding horses. What the fuck else did y'all really do on this trip? Somebody please tell me that, because I don't know. Can somebody please enlighten me on what the hell they really did on this trip? Because I don't recall them doing nothing. But that's just me. Okay. That's just me. I'm just, because Carlos need to do better with these trips. Honestly, because these love and marriage trips are not great. They're not. And Bell Collective ain't even went on no trip yet, and they need to. Can you imagine Latrice and them on a trip? Do you know how much drama they'll pull? Baby, okay. But yeah, the trip wasn't good. Like it wasn't. And as much, just like Harold just said in the comments, he said as much as it is to do in Houston, they could have taken so much footage outside of the house. And that is so true, because at the end of the day, I go to Houston all the time to hang out with JoJo, and I'm always out doing something. It's always somewhere to go, somewhere to be, somewhere to club it. Cause I love me a good grooves outing. Maddie don't like to go to grooves, but me and JoJo love us some grooves, honey. I love me a good grooves outing, honey. Me and JoJo and some of JoJo friends go out to grooves and have us a good old time, honey. So it's a lot to do in Houston for them not to have nothing on film, but whatever. Um, Mill said that Martel has reached out to her. He wants to have a conversation with her. She's really not certain about entertaining a conversation, but she's going to see what he's talking about. Girl, y'all are only meeting up because this is the finale, and y'all ain't had really no scenes this whole damn season, really up until Houston. So yeah, that's why y'all meeting up. But okay, it's so forced. Storm and Butter. Okay, that's like a brother to her, and Butter is a fine motherfucker. Okay, they head to Mississippi, and then they start talking about the possible beefs, like with the family and stuff like that, and how they just want to get everything together and just make sure that everybody's having a good time. Stormy is hoping for the best. And that's all you can do when you're the youngest in a situation when you got the elders are fighting and stuff like that. And that's always the worst. I've totally given up on my mom's side. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only bringing up stories just to fill the gaps because it ain't nothing to talk about on this episode. I'm really about to skip a lot of shit, and this damn review gonna be short. But on my mama's side of the family, they don't like each other. They hate each other. Like, there's no way that I could ever have a family fish fry with my mom's side of the family. They hate each other. And it's very unfortunate that a lot of us, as far as like the kids, so to speak, we have relationships with each other that we don't even work on anymore because our parents don't get along. And it's awkward as hell. Like a lot of because me and my sister are pretty much the oldest out of all the great grandkids, right? So it's like the kids under us, they're in their early 20s and stuff like that, or mid 20s. They're really around my brother's age. So we look at them like little brothers, little sisters, and stuff like that. And they have separate relationships with all of us. But now that our mothers are not getting along now, we don't talk anymore like that. And it's unfortunate. Like I have to see them when I see them. Like if I see them out in public, I give them a big hug. I send cash apps for birthdays sometimes. Like I do birthday posts on Facebook, social media, and stuff like that. I come for stuff that's really important, like proms, and if I'm invited, graduations, things like that. But we can't really have a relationship now because our moms don't get along. We don't spend holidays together no more. We haven't done any of that in 3 years, and it's so unfortunate. And I hate that because my mom's family is very small, and everybody is so separated and divided, and they don't do anything together. And it's so unfortunate. My dad's family is huge, and a lot of them have issues with each other. But one thing that they can do is whether they like each other or not, they can put everything to the side and still come together and have a good time as a family. And once we get done having a good time as a family, they back to talking trash about each other, or they not liking each other. And it's okay. Long as we all came together as a collective and really came together and did this, That's all that matters. My mama's side, they can't do that. And it's so unfortunate. You know, I hate that. So but everybody's grown, so and they're older, so they're really stuck in their ways, and ain't nobody gonna apologize or take accountability. And I do feel like there's some apologies that would never be accepted at this point, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Sorry. So then we get to the family fish fry. Stormy says she ain't frying no fish, and I am Stormy because I ain't frying a damn thing. Um, Her auntie Lisa and her mama, they aren't acknowledging each other in the least bit. Stormy then pulls them to the side. And as they pull each other to the side, it begins to rain. So Stormy starts feeling like, is this a sign or something like that? Like, is this a sign? Is this something that, people are doing? Like, what's going on? And then Lisa and Betty, they argue. In this particular instance, Betty is really trying to have a conversation with Lisa. And I remember looking at the clips and I was team Lisa all the way. Because it reminds me of how me and some of my siblings are. Like, we don't talk. So it was very difficult to watch that happen. And you know what I'm saying? They were arguing, and Betty says that sometimes I want to spend quality time with my sister. You know what I mean? Like, I got our mama in the house, all that. And Lisa was like, my husband be working throughout the week and he come home on the weekends. You don't think I want to be at home with my husband? And I get what Lisa is saying, but at the same time, I just felt like in that moment, Betty was really trying with her at that moment. But, Lisa wasn't trying to hear it. Like, she wasn't trying to have no conversation. She wasn't trying to hear that shit in the least bit, like, at all. Like, all she cared about was being with her. Like, she was like one of them and Nesby type of muff. This weekend, yeah, I'll be making love to my man. Take the kids to grandma's house. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Betty the one that's taking care of y'all mama. So you could at least get your mama for a little while or whatever. So absolutely. You wrong. So you're part of the problem. It ain't just Betty, like we all thought it was. You are part of the problem. And even when they tried to, get them to hug, Lisa didn't want to hug. Betty actually wanted to hug, but she said, nah, y'all asking for too much. Y'all asking for too much. And I'm just like, girl, grow up. I expect my grudge holding ass to do that, but I'm younger than you. You don't need to do what I do. Okay. And that's on period. All right. So then we get into Mel and Martel. They're meeting up for what? For what? Why are they meeting up? Why do we care about them meeting up? I don't know. But Martel gives Mel flowers. Mel is not here for it. She says it's inappropriate. She says, aren't you dating someone? He said, no. She said, okay, but I am. And she said, so you can give the flowers to the kids. So Martel starts apologizing to Melody for everything that has transpired and everything that has happened. And us as people that are social media influencers or YouTube bloggers, we know that as they're sitting there filming that, we do know that this revenge P thing is going on and all this other stuff is going on and all this other stuff. Thank you for the super sticker. All this other stuff going on. The custody battle. All this is going on. And he's sitting up here trying to apologize, give her flowers. She says this is the most gaslighting thing that she's ever experienced. And I felt her in that moment because you playing with me in court, but then we get in front of the cameras and now you're trying to pretend like you're in a good place with me, or you're trying to pretend like we're good with one another. You know what I mean? I don't get it. So then Mel says they are not in a good place and they will never be in a good place. Okay. Then after that, Martel says that he's waved the white flag. I don't understand how you've been waving a white flag when you've done interviews bashing this lady. You've also been in a whole revenge P plot with your baby mama. You have done a lot, taking her to custody, family court for custody of full custody of the kids, trying to make her out to be an unfit mother. Like, you have done a lot of stuff to this lady. Okay, period. So for you to sit up here and get your ass in front of these cameras for own and sit up here and make it seem like you're a good guy and you're trying to really wave the right flag and do the right thing by your baby mama, at this point, you're not doing the right thing. You're trying to play her. And she knew that you were trying to play her. You know what I mean? And you need to stop doing it. Stop playing games with people and their emotions. That ain't cool. Stop doing that bullshit. Because it's exactly what the you were doing. Playing on that girl emotions. You know what you're doing. You know y'all in the middle of a battle. But now you want to get on camera and apologize. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, please. Melody says he waved white flags, but then do stuff shit behind the scenes. And that's exactly what he do. He waves the white flag and then turn around and do some heinous ass bullshit behind the scenes that he thinking ain't nobody seeing. So then Mel starts calling out all of his inconsistencies because everything that he does is inconsistent. Like, he says one thing, then do another. Just last season, him and Melody were in a good place. Fighting motherfuckers together and shit. But now they're not in a good place no more. Like, they can't never be good. And I just feel like at this point, well, I don't really give a because I'm not reviewing this show no more, nor am I fucking watching it after the reunions are up. So I'm just telling y'all right now. I know y'all done heard me say it time and time again, but I'm not reviewing this damn show no more. I'm not. After the third part reunion, you can kiss my reviews. Good the bye, because it won't be no more. I'm telling you right now, it won't be not a now another review from me dealing with this show. I'm not doing it. Now I might do Love and Marriage DC. I tried to review it last time, and y'all weren't watching my reviews on it, and I just gave it up. But it was good, and that super trailer that they put out was actually pretty decent. So I try to look at. T told me I should do DC, so we'll see about that. People get 15K and want to come up in here and tell me, am I done with this show? Hey, really, B, I just gave you your flowers earlier. But yeah, after this third part of that reunion, I'm never doing this show again. So don't even ask me to do no review on this show no more. I'm tired of it. Martel says that Mel is still focused on the past, but how could she not be focused on the past when that's all that keeps coming up is the past, and you keep on doing the same old bullshit from the past in the present? That doesn't make any sense. But okay, Martel. And Melody just walked out, and I honestly I would have done the same thing. I'm not talking about Kimmy and Maurice. They went out on a date, and I don't care about it. I don't care. Letitia and Marceau, I don't care. This was a conversation that wasn't needed either. Like, we still talking about this pregnancy test and this vasectomy and every damn thing else under the sun, and we honestly don't care. Like, he starts, accusing her of gaslighting when he been gaslighting her this entire time that they've been on this damn show. But it's so crazy how motherfuckers can't take what they give out. And honestly, I don't give a. So yeah, I told y'all this review was going to be 20 minutes. This live, I don't like for my lives to be under an hour. I don't. But these shows are not given, and this definitely wasn't given. What kind of finale was this? This ain't no finale. This was another filler. And I'm gonna say this before we get up out of here too. As much as Carlos King sends his ass up here and talk about Bravo and their shows and talk about how bad Real Housewives of Atlanta was and stuff like that, Real Housewives of Atlanta's worst season was better than this. Their worst season was better than this. Season 15 of Housewives of Atlanta was better than this. I could give y'all an hour review off of that. I can't give y'all shit with this. I don't know what they can do to revitalize this show. I don't know what they can do, because at this point we know that the solid six ain't going nowhere. They're not getting rid of Mel. They're not getting rid of Martel. They're not going to get rid of Letitia and Marceau. They're not going to get rid of Kimmy and Maurice. I don't see why Kiki would ever come back. The Whitlows are done. The Fletchers could get their own show. They don't have to be on Love and Marriage Huntsville. They can have their own show that I watch, honestly. I do that. So other than that, no. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. So I don't know what exactly could they do to do this. Martel shouldn't be there. Martel, like the stuff that he does, like the way that Carlos King be so disgusted by other people and what they do on TV, but he keeps people like Maurice on the show, Martel on the show. Like something's got to give. And the fact that Bell Collective is his best show kills me, because he don't even get that show enough attention. And LAMH DC, when I was watching it, was better than Huntsville. And they're treated like redheaded stepchildren. So it's like, to me, what exactly are we doing here? What can we do to really save this show? But it don't matter, because I ain't reviewing it no more. So I don't care. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, But I'm sorry if y'all are disappointed in my review. I know it wasn't all that. It's not my best work. It's not the type of work that I like. I don't like to put out trash. I know this review was trash. I know it was. And I hate that it was. But I can only work with what I got. And that ain't a lot. So it is what it is. I think that's it, you guys. So before we get up out of here, you know, we got to pay bills. So let's go. Oh shit. We're gonna start off with Tramiel. Tramiel has a song out now called Long Days. It's available everywhere. So make sure you guys purchase and stream it. Okay. He's one of our very own. So make sure you guys support Bando. He has a song out now called Bando's Dream. It's now available on Spotify, Apple Music, as well as YouTube. And he also has another song out right now called DUI. And it's also available now on all streaming platforms. With that being said, you guys, your boys are out of here. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you could be notified wherever the video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out of here, and I will see you guys for the next one. Bye.